Welcome or welcome back to Fix My AG Doll. My name is Sarah and today we're going to be deep diving into Claudie's collection. So as of, May 2025, I have all of Claudie's outfit pieces. I really hope that they release more for her. That would be incredible. But as of right now, this is what she's got. So I'm going to be going into what the outfits have, kind of things I like, that I don't like about them, and yeah. Claudie herself here is not wearing her own outfit. She's wearing one of Nellie's outfits, but yeah, so when you buy Claudie, you get her and her meat outfit, which we'll see in a second, along with her bloomers. She's an incredible doll with a very well-written story. If you haven't read her books, I highly, highly recommend. She only has 2 books, again, at the time of recording this. She has her meat book, which kind of sets the stage, I mean, as you would imagine, for the rest of the, for the other book, I should say. But you get to meet all the people who live in her building, and her family may end up getting evicted because of difficulties with the landlord being able to pay for the building itself. Yeah, so I don't want to give too much away, but basically Claudie tries to come up with a way to save the building. And in the second book, she goes down to visit her family in Georgia. I should have mentioned she's in the 1920s, so segregation is still very much a thing. And so she goes from living in, very thriving Black community in Harlem to seeing what it's like for her family who live in the Deep South at the same time. So yeah, it's very, very eye-opening, very, very important. And her mom is also a journalist who writes about really horrific things that are happening at that time. Her father is a World War I veteran, so it touches about things like that. It's really, really well done, and I don't feel like people are talking enough about how wonderfully written these books are. So definitely recommend picking up a copy from the library, or if you have one, give it an actual go. Read it and let me know what you think. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive into Claudie's collection. Samantha is modeling Claudie's meat outfit and accessories. So of course we have the iconic hat, the cardigan, the necklace, the dress, socks, shoes, bag, and then a couple things inside the bag that I'll show as well. I just have to say, it's like always so weird to me to see older dolls in newer clothing. I don't know, is it just me? I think Samantha looks cute, but it's just kind of like a, I don't know, like a time travel, I don't know, mind messing with your mind kind of game. Anyways, so Samantha has this purse right over here. So this is the purse. I love this bag. I think this is one of the best meat bags or purses they've ever made because it's so versatile. I'm literally so obsessed with it. It has Velcro right there, and it fits so many things. You can see there's a lot of space in there. Right now what's in there is Claudie's journal. And I think there's something in the first couple pages. I feel like there usually is. Yeah, so she has some drawings of cakes for her dad's bakery. Her neighbor's dog, some puppets. Yeah, I think that's it. Claudie is honestly, oh, never mind. There's a little note here. You can pause if you want to read it, but Claudie's honestly a better artist than I am. Wow. And then there's also the iconic poop in here. It's a Babe Ruth, but it looks more like a turd. Sorry, but it does. Yeah. I think it's a pretty good, it's a little, I feel like it's a little bit big in terms of the comparison to the doll. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other pieces. So we have the hat. It's a felt hat. Neither of Claudie's hats are particularly good quality, but I guess it like gets the job done. It's supposed to be like a cloche style hat. I wish it were black, honestly, and not this like blue. And then we have the C necklace. It doesn't open or anything. It's not a locket. And then the cardigan, the shoes, which are velcroed on the side, her socks, knee-high socks, and of course, well now this bow is very smushed because her head has been in there, but you get the idea. Let me try and fluff it a little bit. But it's a mint green bow on the back of her head. I can also show you what this dress looks like without the cardigan. I really like this dress. I do think it is very cute. And also I just want to say, like, a lot of Claudie's stuff runs small, but this is a white body Samantha and this like all fit her. So props to them for, you know, adding a little bit more, you know, flexibility into their clothing so that if someone has older dolls, they'll still fit. Let me just turn her hair around so you can see what it looks like in the back there. Yeah, it's a very cute dress. I think it's a very nice meat dress, and I think it's one that a lot of dolls can pull off, like Samantha. Here we have Nellie in Claudie's travel outfit. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that this is hands down one of my favorite outfits that American Girl has made in the 2020s. Or did this come out in 2019? No. Yeah, in the 2020s. It's so stinking cute. And I think this is one of those kinds of dresses that a lot of different dolls will look very good in. I love that kind of versatility when it's not like a color that can be kind of tricky to pull off. So we have the hat, we have the dress, and we have the boots. These boots are amazing. They're a great sturdy pair of brown boots. Very period appropriate. I'm glad Claudie got a pair of boots. I just want another pair of boots for her. I would love if she got a black pair of boots because I feel like those are even more period accurate and would have looked great with her winter coat. And then we have the socks, and then this is a pleated bottom. And then the top has this little bow. And of course this is a sailor style dress. I'm gonna creepily turn her head backwards, but you can see it has that square collar along the back. And of course the hat, and it has a beautiful bow in the back. Absolutely love this outfit. And along with this outfit, she's also paired with her travel accessories. So we have the suitcase, which is a very sturdy suitcase. I have a video where I unbox this. I think it's like my holiday 2024 haul, if you wanted like more reactions and in-depth review. But yeah, long story short, I think it's really great quality for the price. And there are other things that come along with it. We have her little like travel accessory pouch, and then little smellable cream. This is for the hair, and yes, it does have like a real scent to it. And we have soap, which also has a real scent to it. This tooth powder, which does not open, thank God, because I don't want glitter everywhere. And then there's this toothbrush that I'm always so afraid to open. There we go. So yeah, she's ready to go. Honestly love it, and all fits beautifully into here. And I think this yo-yo is part of the travel accessories, but actually it might be one of her like holiday, I don't remember. I'll put it up on the screen. But there's also this hefty yo-yo that's part of Claudie's collection. So absolutely love that. And of course it all fits into her suitcase, so she's ready to go to, is it Georgia? Yeah, I think it's Georgia. I forgot to mention that this mirror also came with the travel accessories. But in front of you, you have beautiful Caroline in beautiful aquamarine, which matches her eyes. Well, I guess it's more of like a mint green and her eyes are more of like an aquamarine. I don't know. But they're nearly a perfect match to her eyes. So I was like, this is the outfit for her. And I think she looks absolutely stunning. And I wish that they would have had her in an outfit like this color in her collection. Because, oh, stunning, absolutely stunning. But anyways, we're focusing on Claudie. So this is Claudie's winter coat outfit and winter accessories. So there's a few different components to this outfit. So first is the gorgeous hat that has little pom-pom on top. Let's take that off. So it looks like this. Very cute. And then there's the coat itself that has the beautiful embellishments. It is a Velcro closure, so you just got to be careful not to snag it. And then we have a Merry Christmas. So this is from the accessories. We have a postcard with a letter on the back there. And then as part of the accessories, you also have her velveteen rabbit and the velveteen rabbit book, and it is like the book. You can read it. And the beautiful tin box where you can put in her cookies. I always struggle with opening these, but it's just metal on the inside. And then we have these cookies. You can put them in there. And close that up. And then the last thing is this little hand warmer piece that goes beautifully around the neck, so it's not attached. You can take it on or off as you like. Absolutely stunning outfit. One of the best winter coats that American Girl has ever made, in my opinion. Love, 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 love. Here is Miss Ivy trying to rock everything from Claudie's tap set. So there's a lot of pieces that are associated with the tap outfit. So there's the actual tap outfit itself, and then there's all the different tap accessories that came with her like hat box. So I put everything on her just so you can kind of get a sense of like what that looks like. Chaotic, to say the least. Chaotic. So let me walk you through what's all here. So first of all, she has both a hat and the bow on. So I actually put the bow onto the hat. The bow comes separately. So she can wear just the hat, and the hat has just like a regular black bow on it. Or the outfit, by the outfit I mean like the dress, is pictured with the bow, a bow on like that. So you can kind of pick, if you have everything, how you want that. The accessories also come with this really soft and fancy stole. So it's gray. I don't know why they picked gray. I think gray looks a little bit odd with this outfit, and it doesn't really match anything else from her collection, but I mean, it is a nice color. You could use it for other things besides Claudie's collection. And then we have the little bag where you can put her pearls. So the bag opens up like this. You can fit some things in there. And it's just embroidered on both sides with, or not embroidered, but bedazzled with these little silver beads. And then there's this necklace. So this necklace is a double strand pearl necklace that has the kind of standard American Girl clasp. I love this pearl necklace. I feel like double strand pearls are a classic for so many different eras that I'm like, how did we not have this before? So I think honestly, like, this was like the main driving piece for me for getting this set. And that all comes in her hat box. I'm just gonna move all the little food pieces. But here is the hat box. It has a cord to hold it. And so let's go ahead and open this. I'm holding a bunch of random stuff in here, so some pamphlets and then some of Caroline's items in there. But all of the little accessories all fit inside there. And like, it's a nice quality box. I really, really like it. So let's take an up close look at the outfit itself. So you have these shoes that have a kitten heel. Makes it a little bit hard for them to stand, but it's okay. This bow is on here with a little elastic. And then you have this dress. Looks like this. I think that these are like really fun, bold colors. But honestly, it's hard for dolls other than Claudie to pull it off. Like, Claudie is just a very special doll, and I think that she pulls off a lot of different things. And it was like hard for some of these dolls to pull off some of her looks. One thing I forgot to mention is that these black tights that Caroline is wearing here also came with that fit. I just chose to put it with the winter look because I thought that that made slightly more sense. But yeah, that's the tap dancing fit. Melody is wearing Claudie's pajamas, and oh my gosh, I love these pajamas. They are so cute. Run, don't walk to get these from the American Girl store, because this is currently available at the time of posting. So we have the silk purple bonnet that is pre-tied around here. Goes all the way around. Very cute. And then you have, this is a one piece that has these purple roses. I think they're roses printed on here against the yellow fabric. This is a real button here, in case you were wondering. I don't know why you would unbutton it, but you can. And these buttons are fake buttons. I mean, they're real buttons, but you don't unbutton them. And you have the pants, and then these adorable slippers. Like, oh my gosh, look at these. They're so cute. I'm obsessed. And this is what the back looks like. So it all just kind of continues. Absolutely obsessed with this outfit. Love, love, love. Love this look for her. So when Claudie was released, or shortly thereafter, I can't remember, instead of giving her a fully fleshed out historical collection, they released her with a modern interpretation of 1920s fashion as well, as a collaboration with Harlem Fashion Row. So there were 3 outfits. We'll take a look at each of them. I think that, I mean, I was definitely very upset about it. I still am. And I don't mean that to take away from the beauty of the outfits. I think the outfits are really fun, and I think that they did have a lot of thought put behind them, and I like that it was a partnership. But to me, what was upsetting was that Claudie didn't get the opportunity to have a fully fleshed out, actually historically accurate collection. I've said this before, but just to like re-emphasize, I think it would have been in much better taste to have released Claudie with kind of like the standard outfits, like, okay, here's her with her meet outfit, and then have like her pajamas and a holiday outfit and a birthday outfit and a school outfit whatever. And then because the 1920s is such an inspiring, time period for fashion, in our Truly Me line, we have, inspired by Claudie's time or something like that, where, it's very clear that these are not historical outfits. They are inspired by some of the motifs and themes and elements that are around, or that were around in the 1920s and that have cycled through fashion multiple times. I mean, just right off the get-go, like a big fur coat was popular multiple time points throughout history and has certainly made a resurgence in the 2020s as well. So that's just my kind of 2 cents about it. I think out of these, I think the one that Josefina is wearing is probably my favorite out of them. Just in terms of the overall wow factor, but in terms of mix and match pieces, I think the one that Kit is wearing right now is maybe the best bang for your buck, because you can mix and match those pieces a little bit more than the other ones. So let's take a look at this one. So you have this hair clip here, and it is an actual clip with a plastic piece there. And then you have the big Sherpa coat. We'll take a closer look at the dress in a second. You can see the embroidery. And then these sandals, which sandals were not a thing in the 1920s, but they're still cute. Still cute, but not at all accurate. And then this is what the dress looks like. So you have this mesh piece up at the top with the turtleneck, and then again the embroidery along there. And again, I really like the dress. This is a dress that I would wear in real life. It's just not, it is inspired by elements of the 1920s. Again, someone tried saying once, I think in my comments, oh no, but it actually is. This is 1920s fashion. It's not, it's inspired by. So this length of a skirt would not have been worn by a child. And this is an outfit that is very much getting at flapper culture. And flapper culture was not worn by 9-year-olds. That was young women who were wearing, different flapper outfits. And yeah, the silhouette is kind of giving flapper, but you never would have worn this kind of mesh little thing up here. That's, yeah, just not actually what they wore. Again, inspired by, but not actually historically accurate. So here, Addie is wearing probably my least favorite of the outfits, just because it's really busy. But honestly, I think I like it more on Addie than I do on Claudie. I don't know. Let me know what you think. But there's a couple of pieces to it. So there's this headband. I actually really like the headband. I think that if you have kind of a neutral outfit, pairing this headband with it could help pop, and it would still match because it has all the different neutral tones. And then we have this really busy top. So there's fur around the collar, fur around the cuffs here, and then it's this busy print. It's all a velveteen fabric, and it's velcroed in the back. And then her skirt has these sequins. It's pleated. It's a silky, satiny feeling skirt that velcros in the back as well. And then you have these really bright and colorful tights, and then these Mary Janes with rhinestones. I guess they're not Mary Janes. They're flats with an ankle strap and have rhinestones on the front. So yeah, overall, I think it's a pretty busy outfit, which is just not my favorite. But certainly I think that the individual pieces can mix and match well. And then finally, probably the most iconic outfit out of that trio is this golden outfit. So this outfit is a lot, but it is very pretty. It was honestly really hard to pick a doll to wear this because Claudie looks so beautiful in it. And this pure gold color is really tough to pick out or to like pull off. So, you know, Josefina has warm undertones and she also has those gold earrings. I just thought that maybe she might be the best fit for it, but this outfit is tight. It is small. I think that she's like probably like a very late 90s Josefina, like not first edition, like maybe like their second round in like 98 or 99. So she's a little bit chunkier and she had a little bit of a hard time fitting into this, but let's take a look at the pieces. So we have these flats that are all gold. We have the dress, sequin dress that is like, it's like a see-through mesh. And then this is a separate topper, which we'll take off in a second. But you can see it has the collar and then the iconic headpiece. So the headpiece is just plain on the other side, which is kind of annoying. I'm like, why didn't you just double print it? But yeah, this piece, so the way that you do it is it like unvelcros in the back here, but it doesn't unvelcro down the whole thing. So you have to kind of shimmy it on and off of their heads to get them on and off. But that's what it looks like in the back there. And if you hold it out, you can see it's kind of like wings. Yeah, I love that American Girl is playing around with like a more like high concept fashion element. I just wish it wasn't at the expense of Claudie having a full collection.
And that's everything she has. Yep. Claudie is deserving of more. So I just want to wrap up by giving out some ideas, putting it out into the universe of what I think Claudie really needs from her collection. And feel free to drop down in the comments below, what do you think she needs added to her collection? First and foremost, where is her holiday outfit? I need a historically accurate holiday outfit for Claudie. I also want a school outfit for Claudie. And I would love for her to have a school story to go along with that because we don't actually see Claudie in school. So please make that happen. Even if it's a short story, bring back the short stories. I will gladly give you my money to read more about what's going on with Claudie, get to know her better, get to know her friends better, all that good stuff. The third outfit that I would love for Claudie to have would be kind of just like a play style outfit. You know how we would have like Samantha's play outfit, and I think Mary Ellen has like play outfits. I want something like that for Claudie as well. Something fun and playful. Yeah, I think there are so many other things that I want from her, but I'll just leave it at that. Let me know what was your favorite outfit and all that good stuff. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.